Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do yet another book haul because I have bought way too many books again. I have I think 23 or something, and that is like way too many. So I just thought I would show them to you. So let's just get started, because this will take some time. Okay, so the first two books are like for my own interest, and that is Flee and Stay by A.K. Jonathan. So basically this is like based on the Bible and what is called the Great Tribulation and what he kind of thinks will happen there. And I mean, I am very interested in like seeing how this will be, because there aren't like very many people who write about this. And basically we follow Peter and Rachel through like what happens to them, and this is like when the Great Tribulation starts, and this is like a little bit into it. And I mean, this is book 1 and book 2, and there will be another. It hasn't come out yet. However, I can't wait to read this, and I think I will read them very soon. So the next book is Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. And this just was made into a movie, and I want to see that movie later on after I have read this book. So basically this is about 16-year-old Simon, and he tries to like figure out what it is, and like he is gay, however he don't want to come out yet. And he texts a guy named or called Blue, and those texts fall into the wrong hands and things get complicated. And I heard a lot of good things about this, and I really just can't wait to read it and see how it's written, because if this one is great, I can't wait to read the next one. Then the next book is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. Struggle to say that. And I haven't read the first book, however I heard amazing things about this one, and it's like a companion to Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda. And here we follow Leah, which I have heard is like Simon's best friend, and she is bisexual. And yeah, I don't know much about this because I haven't read the first book yet. However, I heard amazing things about it from those who have read it. So I really can't wait to read this one either. And I think it just will be amazing. Then the next book is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And this one is about Star. I don't know how to pronounce that. And she's like living in a poor neighborhood, and she's like going to posh high school in the suburbs. And basically she watches her best friend get shot by a police officer. And this is like how she will deal with it, because if she tells anyone, this will be a problem for her community and she can also get killed. And this one will also be like a movie, and I just have to read this one before it becomes a movie so I can watch it. The next book is Sight, yeah, by Neil Shusterman. And in this book, basically, death is like, yeah, there is no more death, and the only people who kill are called the Sight. I don't know how to pronounce that. And basically we follow two people who are like chosen to be apprentices to become a Sight. And they have to choose their victims, and yeah, I mean, this will, I just like to have something different in my life, because there are like very many things that are the same, and I think this book's here is very original. Like, I haven't seen anything like this before, and I actually can't wait to read this. Then the next book is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. And I read this what it was about in bookstore, but I can't remember, so let's just see. It says, "This is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with a great red rift across the heart of the world's soul continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missile daughter. It starts with betrayal, a long dormant wounds rising up to fester. This is the stillness and a land long familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon, and where there is no mercy." That sounds seriously amazing, and I really want to read this. It sounds amazing, original, and yeah. The next book is, of course, An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I actually haven't read this yet, and I actually don't know what it's about. I just heard that it's amazing, so I just had to have it. And I actually have the other one too, A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, which is the sequel. And I know the third book is out too. I just haven't got my hands into it yet. Basically, I heard they are amazing, and that is all I actually need to know. I don't want to know anything else before I have read them. And let's just see how I like them, because I heard amazing things, but it doesn't mean I like them, but I hope I do. And the next book is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I actually haven't read this one yet either, which is kind of crazy. And I don't know so much about what this is about either. Basically, when it says A Heart of Ice, A Will of Steel meet Assassin, I think this is about a girl or boy. A girl who is an assassin. And basically, She's trained as an assassin and she's the best, but she has made a fatal mistake. She has gotten caught. Basically, I don't want to know this much about it because I just want to read it and I hope I like it. So let's just see. The next book is Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. And I don't know this much about this one either. It says, enemies at birth, allies by choice, together can they defy their faith. So it's about Syra and Akos, and I guess they grew up as enemies. And Akos gets kidnapped and forced to serve Syra. And yeah, I want to try this one out because I actually haven't read like the whole Divergent series yet. However, I want to try this one out and see if this one is good, and I might get some, yeah, motivation to read the rest of the not the Hunger Games, Divergent. And I think I just need something new that is a little bit shorter than the Divergent series. And the next book is The Wicked Deep by Shia Earnshaw. And this is basically about three sisters. They are sentenced to death because of witchery and they are drowned. And now each summer they come back and seeking revenge by dragging boys to their watery death. That is basically all I want to know. It seems a little scary. However, I think it will be like something new for me to try because I haven't read much like these books. And the next book is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And this is about is it fair? Fair? Yeah, I don't know. I have to see a little bit about what she's called. And she kills a wolf, and she is imprisoned in an enchanted court of her enemy's kingdom. And I guess it's like her way out of there, or something like that. I heard little mixed reviews. Some like it, some do not. I hope I will enjoy it. And I actually can't wait to try it out. The next book is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And basically this is about Kath and Ren, who are twins. And they did everything together until they started school or university. And basically Ren wants to do something more about her life, like dance, meet boys and party and just let loose. But it's not that easy for Kath, who rather like be in her room and just write fan fiction. And basically she have to choose what she wants to do. And I mean, I actually sometimes can relate to this story because I like rather sit inside and write a story than do anything else. So yeah. The next book is Spellbook of Lost and Found by Moira Fowley Doyle. That was a long name. And basically this is about Olive and her best friend Rose. And they begin to lose things. And they meet other girls who also lose things. However, soon, at first they like loses small things, hairpins and things like that. However, they found out later that they lose something bigger. I have no idea what that is. However, I really want to try this one out. I haven't heard that much about it, so I just want to try that out. The next book is Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I heard amazing things about it. Don't know much about it. So it's about Cass Brecker, and he have to pull off a heist, and that is to break into the notorious ice court and retrieve a hostage, and also survive long enough to collect his reward. That is basically all I need to know. Can't wait. Have to read it. The next book is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I haven't read this yet. Hope to like it. No idea what it's about, which is kind of crazy because I heard a lot of things about it. And the back says it's about a teenager, Juliet. And she's like locked in a cell by the reestablishment. That was a long word. And basically, she's no ordinary teenager. One touch can kill her. And they want to use her as a weapon. But she has other plans. And I heard amazing things about it, and I want to read this one and read the other books too. And well, let's just see if I like it or not. The next book is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. And this is like a thriller book. And because it's a thriller, I don't want to know anything else. Because... shh, secret. So basically, this is a thriller. I don't want to know too much because I like to go in on those just like totally blank, because I don't want any expectations. I don't want to know what it's about because I like to be surprised. I will tell you more when I have read it in like a wrap up, because then I know. The next book is The Rig by Roger Levi. I have trouble saying words and names. This is basically on a deserted island and two boys meet. And I don't really know much about it. I bought it for the cover. Yes, on a desert island, on a desert plain, two boys meet. Spark of a friendship that will change human society forever. On windswept world of bleak, a string of murders lead a writer to a story with unbelievable ramifications. One man survives the vicious attack, but is left with a morbid fascination with death. The perfect candidate for the perilous job of working on the rig. Welcome to the system. Here the concept of a god has been abandoned and a new faith provides afterlife. A social media platform that allows subscribers a chance at resurrection based on the votes of other users. So many lives forever interlinked and others structured at the center of all, the rig. I can't wait to read it, even though it's big. It's 615 pages, but it looks big. The next book is The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. And I watched the movies that like came out, and I liked them. And I mean, if you grew up in my generation, you definitely know what Narnia is. It's all 7 of them, That's all I need to know. Buy it. That was just like, I bought it. And I mean, I might just not read all stories just all at once, because then I will get bored. So yeah. The last book is Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. And this is like about a man called Louis Samperini. And basically it's about a lieutenant that is like, his plane crashes in the ocean, and he survives, and says that he was in the Olympics, and he ran so good on the 500 meters that Hitler called him up to him. And then the war came. And basically he has to survive like sharks, weather, hunger, thirst. And basically then there comes a plane, and they think it's like an plane that will save them, however is their enemy. And I really want to read this book. It seems amazing. Ooh, it actually has picture in it. I didn't know that, but that will make it easier. Yeah, I can't wait to read this because it seems amazing. That was all the 23 books, I think. Just like very short told, because I feel like I shouldn't like talk way too much about books I don't know. I will say much more about them when I read them in like a wrap up, because easier. So yeah, that was it for this haul. I don't think it will be a haul for a long time because books cost money. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for more videos, and leave a comment if you have read any one of these books and if you enjoy them, with no spoilers because I don't want any. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!